What's happening, everyone? So it's later in the season now. The weather's a bit colder. The water's a bit colder. Haven't had heaps of rain, which is pretty typical. So, I mean, there's less water in the river than there is early season when it's cool. So I find for this time of year, if you're not going to get heaps of fish eating the dry fly, fishing a nymph's really important. So today, to keep it simple, because there's not too much water there, the currents are quite defined. I'm just going to fish a single nymph here on my Euro nymphing setup. Very simple way to fish it. You've just got one fly, one current, very, very easy to work up. So that's the plan. We've got a nice stretch of water behind me. Greta's kindly filming, so it'll give you a different perspective. So let's go. So we're actually going to start, but before I've gotten in the water, I actually spooked one down here. It's so clear, and there is a fish sitting in the middle of the run. Quite a nice size one, so I'm really out of position, but I'm going to chuck the fly at him anyway. He looks like a lovely fish. I'll drop that into the bush. There he is. Different fish. A nice little guy. Oh. The first cast, one had a look at it and I wasn't sure where he went. And the better fish slid out of the way, then he was in front of the rock, but we'll take him. Nice little rainbow to start. It's amazing. The water is so clear. I can see what I think is another rainbow sitting up in the eye of the two pockets. The rainbows I find on this kind of reddy stone are really easy to see because they kind of show up as like a greyish sort of shape. So it's easy because you're kind of looking for a long, thin grey rock that's running against the angle of the current. So, not sure if I can see him anymore. He's shuffled out of position, but we're going to fish it anyway because I reckon there'll be one around it. There he is, that was him. Oh! There was just a little shape on the edge of that, the eye and the current. He's a nice rainbow. Oh, he's a really good rainbow. So important to just take the time to... What? To set up right. What are you doing? Stay. They're so strong. The water's cold. It's just, they fight so well. I'm gonna have to chase it. That is a lovely fish. Is a super healthy rainbow trout there. Thank you, mate. It's amazing. That's purely just almost like sight fishing, just taking the time, looking at the likely water, and then really just looking for them. That's awesome. Let's keep working. Now it's almost a bit of, now I can't see into the glassy water. I think I'll probably just make all the casts, fish up blind, see what happens. No way. What? That's an even bigger rainbow. Stay out of there. That's such a nice fish. No, don't go up there. Probably like ruined the rest of my fish up there. Look at that trap. Hopefully that alone has shown you how effective just fishing a single nymph is. The temptation is often when we talk about, you know, nymphing rivers is going 2 nymphs under an indicator or 2 nymphs you're nymphing. Sometimes a single nymph is just great. If you know exactly where you want to fish it, yeah, it's no problem. And I'm just fishing a little single copper beaded perdigan there, very simple. 2.8mm bead, not heavy, because I don't want to be ticking the bottom and fishing too deep. I just want a nice natural drift. All right. I haven't even put a cast on this edge yet. That's ridiculous. That's 3 fish on that one seam. Nice little bopper. Thank you, matey. That is awesome. Calm down. Oh, there you go, mate. Wow. Man, they're on. And it's like, it's 5:20, like it's late in the day. Been fishing with Dad and Greta and thought, hey, we'll come out and shoot a little bit of content because the river's fishing well, but I didn't think it would be this good. We just kind of stumbled on a patch and an amazing seam. But slowing down is super important. Like, we probably wouldn't have caught these fish if we didn't come in from the edge. We barged up the middle of the river because it's low, we'd probably spook them. So coming at the edge, having a look around, Polaroiding the first couple, and then just fishing blind from a distance here. Don't tell me it's another. Oh, there was another. What? We're going to start to work out. Thinking that far seam over there looks quite nice. Home. That's crazy. They're like all there and not in that piece. Let's sneak up into this run. Doing the same thing, just seeing if I can see one up on the edge, which I can't. but I'll throw a cast there anyway, then work across into the seam, and then hit that far side, I reckon. Kind of in an awkward spot to fish from anyway. There he is. Stay down, mate. Get out from under these trees. I think you got it. Small guy, but they all count. They're all fun. Thank you. Alright, we'll get back down. I just actually got down there just because this tree was kind of encroaching, and it's just a nice way to give yourself more room. Getting low gives me more room with my rod angles. That wind's kicking in too. Oh, that's a good one. What? I'm going to take him down that way. That's a lovely trout. Oh. Amazing colours. He's like a dark fish on top. He's a brown, that's why. Oh, that is a spectacular fish. Come down, mate. My gosh. Look how stunning the colours are on him. He's a little chunk. And he woofed that nymph. There's a cracker. Alright. Let's fish this out, get back into position, reset, a few more casts. Alright, so I fished up this inside edge. Now I've just come a little bit further up, still down low. Gonna throw up onto that far seam, see if we can't pick another one off over there. Probably a little far over. Oh, little guy ate that. That's a better drift. That was actually a recast fish. I will confess. Get out of the tree here for me. Well, you do get lucky sometimes. But, in my defense, a good process allows you to get lucky more often than not. Stuck in those trees. Little guy. I'm really hoping there's another nice one like at the top, right at the top. A bit too far in the middle of the run for me. This time of year I'm expecting them to just be a little bit further across, not as main current as that. That was bad again. That's better. Try and get one right in the guts of that deep slot. There he was. He had to be in that top nook. Gosh, oh, no. With so many casts there. All right, well, after that really productive little piece of water, I'm gonna wrap it up. The reason I did this was just to highlight how, you know, nymph fishing, you don't always need to be bombing really heavy water. Fishing a really light perdigan like that, 2.8mm bead, single nymph on a Euro nymphing setup. You could fish like just a really nice light nymph under a dry as well, and in that run you definitely would have caught them in a couple up here on the edge, but it's just a really nice, light, finessey way to fish. It's not clunky, it's not super deep water. It's one of my favorite ways to fish. So hopefully that highlighted how, yeah, you can maximize a small piece of water by being quite thorough, fishing it through very carefully. So yeah, hope you learned something. Don't forget, guys, descriptions to the gear is in the links below in the video. Click the drop down. You can purchase any of that gear at nervouswater.com.au. If you did want coaching of any of these techniques for the start of next season, like for the opening of the season in September, or even like through May here, don't hesitate to get in touch. My website's there. You can send me an email there, and yeah, I'll see you next video, guys.